Okay, now section 3 is this section is going to center on Buddhism in India. It all started with a young Indian prince named Siddhartha Gautama. Okay, his story is he lived a life of luxury in a palace. He was married, lived with his family. At the age of 30, the first time he went outside his palace and he saw human suffering. These events changed his life, causing him to leave his family and life of ease to discover why there is so much suffering in the world. He wandered around for 7 years meditation, which is deep thinking about sacred things. This is another term. And then he created the religion of Buddhism. Okay, so what are the teachings of Buddhism? Okay, Buddha taught that life is a lot of suffering. Anytime we want something and we can't get it, we suffer. He wants to teach humankind how to avoid suffering and adapt the right way of thinking. He's saying that people must live in the middle way. In other words, avoiding too much pleasure and avoiding worry and stress. To find this center or middle way, people must be treated fairly, and people must always tell the truth and avoid violence. If people followed this path, they would reach nirvana. Okay, nirvana is a term that means lasting peace. You can also associate it with heaven. The cycle of reincarnation at that point would end. Now, many people were attracted to this religion because the caste system no longer was putting people at certain levels in society, because Buddhism taught that all people are equal and that everyone can follow the path to nirvana and go to heaven, regardless of what social class you were born into. In this religion, anyone could become a priest, not just if you were in the Brahmin class. So, after Ashoka had adapted Buddhism, he sent missionaries, or people, around the world to spread the religion. Eventually, this religion left China, from India to China, and then from China, it went throughout Southwest Asia. So the Buddha spent the rest of his life teaching. During the rule of Ashoka, and the golden age of Buddhism began because of Ashoka having converted to Buddhism. And both Hinduism and Buddhism existed side by side in India. Now, there are some common elements that these religions both have, Buddhism and Hinduism. Both emphasize nonviolence. Both believe in reincarnation. In fact, Buddhists believe that Vishnu is the reincarnation of Buddha. And both believe it is wrong to harm any living creature. Okay, so key ideas to remember here. What is Buddhism? Buddhism is a religion founded by Siddhartha Gautama, who later himself became the Buddha. What are the beliefs of Buddhism? People believe that desiring things brings suffering. So one must follow the middle way and learn to accept reality, which will bring happiness and peace. All people are equal, and all can follow the path to nirvana, or heaven. What leader brought Buddhism to India and why? Remember Ashoka. He accepted the beliefs of Buddhism and he established religion in India. Because of the bloody battle of Kalinga, where so many people were killed, Ashoka became nonviolent and promoted the religion, with missionaries traveling throughout Asia to spread the beliefs.